Unless you guys have something else to tell him.
Nope. And I assume we've got some kind of coastal rendezvous point planned.
Why? Why are we not going down the Escondido together? I mean, if you want to have a random rendezvous in Toxicville, near the Aslan border, in disputed territory,
because
sure.
Vice doesn't have a way of even getting to Escondido aside from riding down the coast. With his Sea-Doo.
Well, Coyote's going to be driving there in his van.
Does his van have room for 2 Sea-Doos?
Can't you, like, stack one Sea-Doo on top of the other in the van?
Yeah, I'm going to say that, I mean, you can fit one Sea-Doo on the roof of the van probably, but I don't think 2 would fit.
Well, if you want to take your all your medium-sized drones out, you can probably shove another one in the back.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Coyote could get behind that. He likes having his drones there to catch bullets instead of him, you know.
Well, don't any of you have a trailer that you could use to put the Sea-Doo on top of it? Haven't you guys ever driven on American highways?
Yeah, because he would totally have a tow hitch on his motorcycle.
Coyote had a trailer to pull the extra drones.
Why can't we, clear out that trailer and then put Macedo on that?
I don't know that it's not on Coyote's character sheet, so it might not exist. I mean,
okay. How much money would it cost to rent a trailer from the nearest U-Haul equivalent?
Yo, fuck it. We just need to upgrade this van into a big rig.
Well, we'll say that with your Sea-Doo came a trailer to attach it to your motorcycle.
Sure.
How does that even? Okay, never mind.
Well, the motorcycle should be able to pull that, right? You attach it right, the motorcycle shouldn't flip over.
Yeah, the motorcycle certainly is one as powerful than that. It should be perfectly capable of pulling it. I mean,
as long as it's a gearing issue. As long as it's mostly flat, it should be fine.
And it's with a tow hitch.
It's a Sea-Doo. It's not a fucking yacht.
I know. I was just picturing a motorcycle with a tow hitch.
I mean, it's already an Indian Pathfinder, so why not even look weirder? Maybe he has like a detachable tow. God.
So Coyote's going to be driving down there with, I'm assuming, Truthsayer in the car with the Sea-Doo. How is Twitch getting down there?
Her motorcycle?
Oh,
sure.
Okay. Well, if you guys will, Vice still has to go and get his motorcycle all trailered up.
That said, altogether it'll be about 3 hours to get down there and everything you want.
Right. At the start of that wonderful 3-hour journey, on the off chance I get some stun damage I need to recover from, I'm gonna go ahead and cast increase reflexes, force 3 on my sustaining focus.
And Twitch is going to be bringing her shitty plastic backpack full of stuff.
Woo! I'm a winner!
Vice is going to make certain to bring along one of his med kits this time, along with some other accoutrements.
Remember, for the most part, that'll count as Force 2, and once you get in the Toxic Zone, it'll basically stay Force 2.
I understand. That's why I want to get the casting out of the way right now. Just wanted to make sure that it was done and done.
So, 5 o'clock rolls in, and you're in Escondido.
Do we know from any of the surveillance maps or that type of thing what sort of cover there is approaching the outpost? I mean, is there a tree line or a ridge or anything like that?
It's a lot of basically knocked down buildings. I mean, the entire thing sank when the twins hit, and the outpost is actually on the coast. It's so it's a really, really bad shape. There's actually fairly decent cover getting up to it. It's, I mean, broken down buildings and everything. That said, you can't be sure about cameras or whatnot's been scattered around the place, or tripwires or anything like that. Those aren't showing up in pictures and probably get moved fairly often, so you don't know when this information is from. It might be out of date.
Well, then I guess the first thing Coyote will do is say, I think we should get to about 1 kilometer or so away from it, and I'll send up my scout drone and see what kind of pictures I can take of the site. Maybe put out some cameras if possible.
All right, well, we'll have to get on that big island in order to get within 1 kilometer of it, I think.
Oh, is the outpost on?
I can attempt to help Scout as well. Truesayer cringes in the van whenever he makes that statement, noticeably.
We aren't going to get made by a spirit again this time, are we?
Well, we were made whenever we were in the meat world. So my presence doesn't matter one way or the other. But if we do, perhaps show a little bit more hurry whenever I warn about something on the astral world. Crimson, you can do something now.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I got a text, so I missed part of that. I was, I thought we were still discussing, okay.
We didn't discuss what your drone can do when you're the only one who really knows what your drone can do.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, my drone, I have to be within 1 kilometer of it for signal purposes. I'm pretty sure it's signal 4.
Unless you want to set them out by themselves.
Right. And I mean, I could automate it and tell it to go to that location and circle a few times and take a few pictures and rendezvous back here. That's a possibility. And then we can determine how we want to approach at that point. That might be the safest option for everyone involved.
One of the best idea in that situation, Wheelman. Certainly, you can do that. I fail to see any consequence, and the likelihood of your drone getting made, I hope, is low, although there are fewer drones buzzing around out here than there are within Los Angeles.
Yeah, it has enhancers and magnification. I'll tell it to fly, fairly high. It's small. Hopefully it won't be seen. But I will note it does not have chameleon coding or anything like that. So, but yeah, I figured fly it up. What do you think air quality is and that type of thing in the area, Sean?
The air quality is, well, for breathing purposes, it's not nice. But in terms of sight, the toxicity doesn't really add too much shit to the air. It's still fairly visible. I mean, the fact that there's no actual industry happening down here anymore at all means that it might be even a little bit clearer than normal. That said, night is falling, or close to it, in a few hours.
Right. So there wouldn't be too much trouble assuming daylight or assuming light on the ground of some sort. Shouldn't be too hard to get a good picture from several hundred meters up, I would guess then.
Right.
All right. Well, then that's what Coyote will do. Unless anyone objects, he's only going to send the drone to the outpost just to limit the amount it might be seen or picked up or that type of thing. But he can certainly do both if someone wants it.
About how long it's going to be in the air? I don't know how fast it is.
75 kilometers per hour, I think. So
which drone are you talking about?
the Optic X. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, it says 75 speed.
Yeah, that's 55 miles an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
So it's fairly fast. I mean, it's barely makes highway speed, so it's not going to race the thing, but it'll get a fairly good clip. So what exactly are you doing with it? Are you sending it a couple hundred meters in the air and just taking some pictures of the zone, or what?
Yeah, I figured I would I would orbit the outpost twice in case anything is missed on the first pass, and then scout out the rest of the island if it's not all in the picture. I mean, just like inward circle, then rotate out, and then go is kind of what it is, and then come back.
And we're what, 20, 30 kilometers from the outpost, where we are right there?
17 miles. Ish. So,
and I think the drone, just sorry to cut you off, but the drone will, as soon as it meets Coyote's signal again, it will pause in a holding pattern, just so it doesn't come all the way back to the SUV and possibly give away their position if it's been made.
okay, then go ahead and let's see, what would be the first roll? It's whatever its stealth would be.
All right, I'll assume I loaded it up with the infiltration program to stay out of sight. I think that was 3.
Isn't it a different one for the infiltration? Isn't it a different one? What is it?
I mean, it didn't note a difference if you're talking about a difference between aerial and ground and that type of thing. It may not apply in this case, though, because
Cover
more
ops.
like... Yeah, it's the cover ops one. Yeah, I just have cover ops rating 3. I don't have like a designation for it, but
So it'll roll 6 dice for its stealth. And tell me what its basic program is. What do you tell it to do? You just use normal language, just standard if then commands.
Right. If Ghost got out the area, if fired at or noticed, and I think it's covert ops programming should allow it to know if it's been noticed and people are reacting to it, fly back at a non-direct route, like, fly back due north or more northwestish, not towards Coyote, and then as soon as it gets close, make signal contact and leave him whatever it saw. And in fact, the same meeting pattern applies for if it hasn't been noticed or doesn't think it's been noticed. And I'm going to roll 5 dice for that because I think it probably has enough programs that it brings its response down by 1. So. Oh, goodness.
Go ahead and roll its clear sight at that'd be 5 dice, I think.
Roll a what check?
It's clear sight check. It's 5 dice. And what would it get for a defense roll?
That would probably be one of the programs you put on it. So if you would get a defense program of 2, and yeah, I knew I should open this up in so his range defense, man, it's only it'd be only 2, I guess, because his range defense is 3 and it's -1 for the response. Although it might not even take that into account. It might just be the agility of it or the piloting of, which is going to be 2 anyway, right?
Go ahead and roll a defense for that. I'm just going to have them take all 1 shot at a close range because essentially and whether or not you'll get the clip back from this, but essentially they'll be lying in wait when they notice it, and they'll wait for it to get close enough to shoot at and take a few pot shots at it, and then if it manages to get away, it gets away. So actually, hold on. 200 meters. Let me double check that. Yeah, I'll give them 1 aim action apiece. I think it's the max they can use. So they'll each get a -2. So go ahead and make a defense roll.
So I just use the armor rating for that? Is that how it works? Or do I use the same roll I just made?
Let me check.
Optic X, he's our drone. If he can't do it, it's gonna get boned. throughout the night.
Its range defense is just its response.
Right, that's what I thought.
So you're getting 2 dice for that, and that's actually, well, no, don't even roll for that one. That one's actually should be no hits. That one, however, you do have to roll for.
Poor drone.
So what's its armor and body? Add those together and roll that for its what it soaks of 6, 7, 8 damage. It has no armor and it has a body of 2.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness is right. So, how many boxes does it have? Was it like 2 times body or something? But, like, how many boxes of physical damage can it take?
It's the same thing as metahuman. It's 8 plus body divided by 2, so it'll take 9 damage before it's basically shot to hell.
Okay, that's good.
And
good to know.
they do take wound penalties.
Alright. Also good to know.
And is it just vehicles or vehicles and drones?
Vehicles and
That have
drones work the same
hardened
way.
Man, it just could not catch a damn break. Pretty much as to say it was blown the heck up.
So you'll be taking a -1 to that, so you'll roll 1 dice to see if it can dodge.
On Crimson, believe in the drone. You're not believing hard enough.
Go ahead and roll its soak. At this point, I think it's pretty much insured to be gone, though.
No, Train, you're not allowed to play Shadowrun. Quit. Stop it. Bad Train. So how long are we gonna be waiting here for the optic?
Well, you were sure that it was going to show up after an hour. If it didn't show up after an hour, it's gone. It's gone. You can go ahead and just remove that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was gonna wait for that. What I will be doing concurrently in time. Trusair is going to brave it. He's going to hopefully not bumble into some sort of crazy void that'll send his ass into the metaplanes. He's going to astrally project, and he can move 2 kilometers per minute in astral, and that's just walking speed. And he's going to make his way to the outpost to just sort of hopefully get a sense of how many auras he can see in the sort of like the blighted section of the Gaiosphere. He'll still have like the sort of like the outlines, although maybe not as minutely detailed as what's there, just to get a sense of how many guards there might be, or people just milling around, something like that. And he'll just, sense each one. And if he spots any spirits, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Well, go ahead and copy your token.
I am copied. I'll have to readjust my size.
Go ahead and go to the new map and paste your token, and you won't run into any
I love how you're laughing. Why are you laughing?
You won't run into any spirits on the way there. You'll go ahead and just copy your token, and you'll be able to see the map.
Okay, I see the map now. And I'm trying to adjust, but I can't put myself in an astrally perceiving state because apparently I can't get
Yeah,
proper
go ahead
names.
and don't mess with that while
Alright.
you're here. This is just for vision.
Okay. Well, here I am.
So you'll come down here and you'll be able to make out these forms well enough to see everything that's up and highlighted. You'll actually be able to see there's also that house over there. That sort of boxy shape is indeed supposed to be a house. Is basically got it, and there are 4 more people inside of it. You should also see over here somewhere the rabbit dude, sort of chilling. You can make him out whether or not you've ever been able to see his thing, because his astral form does indeed have giant ears. And basically see the extent of everyone here. Not enough to actually, tell what they're carrying besides rifles. They looked well outfitted. They're sort of lounging. That said, they watching. They do look reasonably well trained. They're being lazy about it, but they're responding well whenever the rabbit says something. Or at least as far as you can tell, seems to say something. After hanging around here, you'll see a drone fly in. You'll see them all notice it, dive for cover, sneak under some piece of wood or something. The 2 girls... Oh, the 2 girls over where I have my cursor currently will get the dogs to quiet down and hide under the pile of junk that's next to them. They'll wait till it's, just flying overhead, and then they'll all basically at the same time, at command from the bunny dude, pop out and take a shot at it, and it just sort of falls out of the air and hits the ground. And that's about 20 minutes into the thing.
Trusayer is going to let out a series of astral curses about incompetent people, and oh my goodness, he was fooled, deceived. He thought Coyote could actually do something, and then look. I guess I'll make you some sort of like a sensing roll. Trusayer wants to scope out like the metahumans to see whether they actually do have like some cyberware. If they are being funded, he'd like to know how high quality they might be from a technological help. And he'll even sense the bunny dude as well. Probably not for cyberware purposes, to just, get a better sense of his aura and what he's capable of. You want me to make a separate sensing check for every single metahuman on this island?
No, actually, go ahead and go back to the main map.
I will do, sir. I'm back.
And go ahead and just make one sensing roll.
Alright. I'll go ahead and make that. There you are.
Yeah, no cyberware whatsoever. Let me go ahead and check the bunny dude's information.
Hey, with 5 hits, I'm able to know up to any of the cyberware, along with exact essence, magic, and force ratings, and an accurate diagnosis of any disease or toxins. Like, if there's a disease, like the rabbit disease. If he's a technomancer, if he has like any present like astral signatures, like active foci, shit like that, all sorts of other crazy things.
Okay, one thing I'll tell you is he's an elf. He's had Surge, the random genetic mutations. Develops all sorts of weird ass shit. All sorts of random things have come out of it. Apparently, one of the things that have come out of it is Bunny Dude. He's you can guess he's a toxic mage from the way his astral form seems. It's just sort of poisoned, and it's 6 essence, 6 magic, and that means no cyberware.
Right. That's certainly a valuable lesson to know. Truesayer isn't going to know that the bunny dude is more powerful than he is in the realm of magic. All right. Well, with that in the way, Truesayer is going to run back to his body, which he can travel at. Let's see here. When he's running,
it's like
5 kilometers per 3 seconds. I'll get back to my body in less than a half minute.
Yeah, you can literally run around the world like that. It's so about half an hour has passed. Truesayer's been out of his body and comes back. And well, what does he tell the rest of the group?